Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Podcast, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some stocks on the move today. In Europe, we're joined for that by Bloomberg's equities reporter, Joe Easton. Joe, European stocks starting the day with the biggest intraday gain since 2020. What's driving the gains today?
Yes, we're up the most since 2020, as you said there. But what's really struck me is the volatility this morning in the market. We tend to look at the stocks that get halted at the open of trading when the price rises are too much or too small. And today, around 300 of the Stoxx 600 were into volatility halts because they rose too much. But in terms of the ones driving the gains, the ones that I picked out were the airlines, likes of IAG, they're in of British Airways, the shipping stocks like Maersk, up around 10% across those sectors. Also the car makers VW, BMW, Mercedes, Stellantis, all tearing higher today. Really a broad move with banks joining in the fun. But the volatility is something I can't even remember seeing even during the COVID days today.
In all of your time, Joe Easton.
And it's been a while, yeah, exactly.
Tech stocks are also chipping in. Very nice, Joe.
Chipping in, yeah. Well, we had to get a pun in between all the excitement. But so, yeah, tech stocks. So we're seeing BE Semi, Infineon, all the usual suspects, ASML, and also the ST Micro over in Italy, some of the biggest gainers, around 13%, 15% gains for some of those stocks, given they've been hit hard by the sell-off related to the tariffs. However, not quite as exciting as what we saw in the US, where we had Nvidia up around 19%, Intel up a similar amount as well, but pretty decent gains across those moves. But again, it's a completely volatile market at the moment and still not really settled down even now.
Okay, meanwhile, grocers heading for the discount aisle.
Grocers as well, yeah, heading for the discount indeed. So we had Tesco out this morning saying that their profit is dropping down. Now, two things going on there. Discounting, so Aldi and Lidl, people getting sucked in by that middle aisle and also those cheaper prices. So that is meaning Tesco, Sainsbury's losing market share and also having to cut their own prices as well. And then also the national insurance costs coming up, as was announced by Reeves around 6 months ago. Those hitting the profits of Tesco. So Tesco down around 7%. Sainsbury's falling as well. We did have a profit warning out from Asda a couple of weeks ago. So it's kind of a reiteration of that today. But it is hitting the grocers. Marks and Spencer's also down a few percentage points this morning.
The Stock Movers Podcast from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.